everyone, Richard Razor Sharp here, and today I am super excited to do this unboxing video. This is one I've been waiting for a long time, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Babyliss Lo Pro FXONE clipper. I think before I unbox it, I think this is a video that deserves a little bit extra time in talking about this clipper, because I think it potentially is a game changer in the industry. Now, for those who are in the US, you already know about this because you've had it for about a year before us in the UK, but finally, thankfully, it has arrived in the UK. So I literally drove straight to my barber supplier today once I heard it was in stock and picked up my one. So before we actually do the unboxing, let's just talk about why this clipper is a potential game changer. So it's the first clipper range that any of the brands have brought out, I believe, where the entire range has an interchangeable battery system. Now, we know that Andis, for example, I've got a ZR2, you had the original ZR, which had a detachable battery, but that was specific to that one clipper, whereas Babyliss have now brought out a range of clippers and trimmers and also a foil shaver that all run off this FXONE battery. So let's just talk about this clipper itself, because I do believe it's a bit of a game changer. You know, every now and then in technology you get incremental upgrades where new features are added bit by bit, and then you get a significant upgrade and a significant change. So I feel like this potentially is one of those significant changes in the industry. If I was to think about a previous significant change, for me was like when the Wall Magic clip came out with that stagger tooth blade. It's just a fading machine, and it's been hugely popular. We know the Lo Pro FX, original Lo Pro FX clipper was very popular as well because of its design, and I think Babyliss have now taken it to another level. So let's have a quick chat now about some of these features that could make this clipper a real game changer and this range a real game changer in the industry. So first thing highlighted is the ultra low profile metal housing, which I believe is the lid. I believe the bottom is still plastic, but the lid is metal, but we will get into the box and see in a moment. Then it talks about the blade. Now this is some new technology that we haven't had before, which was an ultra thin blue titanium metal injection molding blade. They call it the MIM blade, the metal injection molding blade, and it's a fade blade. It's zero gap adjustable, but it's also got something which I think is really cool. It's I mean, if you can see the imagery just here, let's see, sorry, the light's a bit bright here, but you can see the design of the blade looks really cool and funky, but on the other inside of the blade it has oil reservoirs built in so that oil can remain in the blade and try and keep it functioning smoothly and well for longer, so you don't have to oil it as often. I don't think that's been done before, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've not seen that before. So that's another significant change and feature with this clipper. Then it's got a different motor. It's got what Babyliss refer to as their upgraded N1 high performance, high torque digital motor. Okay, so it says it has dual ball bearings for more efficiency. So one, we should expect really great power, 6,800 RPMs we should expect from the clipper, and very smooth cutting. And then, as I've already mentioned, the interchangeable battery system. Now, in terms of the battery life quoted for this clipper, it's quoted as having a 2.5 hour runtime and a 2 hour charge time. Now, the 2.5 hour runtime, some people might say, oh, that's a bit low. You know, we've now got clippers that can go for much longer. I'm going to be honest, I don't really care, and I don't think it's that bad considering everything else that Babyliss has brought with this clipper. And then as you can see at the bottom, you do have a battery life indicator, so you can see how much battery you have left. So that's what is said on the box about this clipper, but it's time to actually get in on the inside and see what comes in the box. So let's get into the unboxing. All right. Now, one thing I will say whilst I'm unboxing this is in the US now, Babyliss have already released a number of variants of this exact same clipper with different colorways, which look absolutely amazing. I'm hoping some of those come to the UK. I particularly like the matte black and the cream and black. To me, looks really, really good. Okay, let's see if we can get this out. All right, here we are. Okay. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit off. I've been recovering from the flu, so my voice has been a little bit hoarse. All right, so here we are. User guide, manual guide, okay. Yep. Now, here is the actual machine. Once again, I think Babyliss looking after the environment with the paper packaging. All right. And wow, there it is. Already I can tell you this feels amazing in the hand. Yeah, it's got a weight to it, and the battery's not even in yet. The battery goes in the bottom, battery's not even in yet, and I can already tell you it's just got a nice weight to it. Yeah, that blade looks insane. Such a cool design. I mean, just really different to anything else we've seen on the market for me. Oh man, and that lever is, oh, that's insane. Hopefully you could pick up the clicking on it, but it is really, really smooth and responsive. Okay, I'm already falling in love with this clipper, and I've only owned it and had it in my hands for all of 30 seconds. Yep, so as I was right, plastic housing on the bottom, but still feels really good quality, feels really solid. The bail arm feels plastic, I think it is plastic. Bail arm as well on the side. I love the color as well. This original color they brought out in, I think is really cool and funky. As I said, they now have different colorways as well. So, okay, that's the actual clipper itself. Now we have the battery. Okay, the FX1 battery. Okay, so in it goes. Let's see if we do this right. Here we go. Well, that feels okay. Yeah, and there's the light at the bottom. Let's see if I can get this focused in. Just push that, and I can see how much battery is left. I think this is 3/4 full. So now with that battery in, it adds even more weight, and it just feels solid. In terms of weight, I would say it feels kind of similar in weight to something like a Wall Senior. Just feels so solid and so robust. Yeah, just feeling hand, it just feels amazing. I know I'm gonna love cutting hair with this already. Okay, so that's that. Now here we have, what else is in the box? So this, I believe, is the charging dock. That for me this is another game changer for me with this clipper. So have this really cool charging dock where you just plug the battery straight in and let it charge. But this is what I love on the back. So you've got your standard Babyliss charger there. I've got quite a few of those laying about, but you can also charge by USB-C. And if you're like me and you're using a phone that is USB-C, then you could technically use your phone charger if you wanted, if you've got a fast charger, and use it to charge the battery, which for me is another game-changing feature and something I really love about this. I also like that you can buy the batteries individually. Now, at present, when I was at Chris & Sons, they didn't have the separate battery available. available as yet, but as soon as that becomes available, I'm probably definitely going to pick up one more extra, maybe even two. As a mobile barber, I just think having those extra batteries is going to be really handy and helpful as well. Okay, so there's a charging dock. Okay, what else do we have in here? Okay, as expected, so we've got a USB-A to USB-C cable, so that you could charge it with. And then, what is this? Okay, so you actually have a plug as well, so that's cool. Good from Babyliss. So Babyliss have provided the actual charging plug as well, so you can just pop it in, charge via USB-C. So that's great. Okay. Now here we have okay. Here we have what I call the dreaded clipper guards. If you know me and you've seen my previous videos, I am not a fan of the standard clipper guards from Babyliss. I always say just go and buy the premium Babyliss Pro clipper guards. They are substantially better and I love those, but I am not a fan of these ones. I just think they're a bit flimsy, bend easily. They're not really for me. Okay, but I'd say definitely go and get the premium guards. I'd have loved it if Babyliss did include the premium guards in the box, but hey, can't get everything you want. All right, so here it says that this is there's an additional blade cushion in this packet. Okay, so I won't open that for now. That will probably be needed later in the future. And in here we have, what is this? Okay, so I have some clipper oil. Good, always need that. Another one of these screwdrivers. I absolutely love that Babyliss provide one of these. I keep one of these in my clipper bag at all times in case you need to change a blade out. And then this little brush as well for cleaning as well. So I think that's everything. Yep, that's everything that comes in the box. So let me just clear some of this up and we'll get back to just talking a little bit and looking a bit more closely at the actual clipper itself. All right, give me a minute. Okay, so now let's have a closer look at the Lo Pro FXONE. So first thing I want to do is I want to put some oil in the blade. Now what I'm going to try and do, I hope you can see this, so you can see the reservoir. Let's see if this will focus in. Try my best here, guys. All right. I don't know if you can pick that up, but there is a reservoir. There we are. These little reservoirs in each of the individual blades where oil can rest in, so it allows for the blade to stay lubricated for longer. So absolute amazing feature, and I hope it really works in practice. Obviously it sounds good in theory. I certainly hope it works as well in practice. So I'm going to give this clipper a little oil now. Just 2 little drops. I'll just do a third one in the middle. There we are. Okay, and now I could already see that oil's gone straight into those little reservoirs in the blade. And now let's turn it on and see how it sounds. Okay. Wow. Well, this is definitely powerful. Okay. All right, and I can see that oil, just by looking at the blade, I can see that oil has spread along the reservoirs in the blade. But as you can hear, just even from the sound, this clipper is really powerful. Not too loud, nice and quiet, got a nice smooth motion or motor inside of it. So I think this is just going to be an absolute beast when it comes to cutting hair. And doing working with all kinds of hair types, from Afro hair to European hair. And what I will do is I'm going to do another video doing a real comparison of this Lo Pro FX1 with the original Lo Pro FX, which you know I use myself and have used heavily since it came out in the UK. So you can have a little bit of a side-by-side comparison to see how it looks as well. And then what I also just done, got some of my premium, say, Babyliss Pro clipper guards, which I highly recommend using instead of the standard ones in the box. Snaps on nice and easy. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, fits really well. Now what I have not done, I haven't zero gapped the blade as yet. I will do that because I tend to do that with all of my clipper blades. At the moment it's probably about, let's say, 0.2 centimeters behind the outer front blade. So I'll adjust that, and I will I don't completely zero gap it, but I take it close, and then I will put the clipper guards back on just to make sure it's not rubbing, and once I've got that set right, then I'll be